afternoon, artists. Well, today we are going to continue to talk about drawing, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit different challenge. I want you to pick something. You're going to draw it repeatedly. So you're going to draw it multiple times, but I want you to draw it differently every time, like using a different material, pencil, crayon, anything you can think of that you could draw with. And I know in the classroom we've talked about different things we can draw with. Like we even talked about how you can draw with wire. You could use yarn, you could use glue, you could glue down noodles. I mean, be creative. Think of things and find things around your house that you could make a line with, that you can draw with. So how we're going to start is I just want you to find a photograph. I took a calendar and I just used this little pig here because again I want you to be thinking about basic shapes. Things are easy for you to draw: circles, squares, triangles. And this little piggy, he has triangular ears, a circle nose. His shapes are pretty easy. So I'll just show you how I did it. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You guys are just practicing drawing what you see. So you can see in my book here, the first time I did it, I just used a pencil and I just drew him. No details, no shading, just used line. And then this one here, I used a marker. So I put a few marks that I thought might look like fur on my pig and some darker values. So here I used a little bit of value. And then over here, I used a pink crayon and a black crayon, and I drew the pig, thinking of what he might look like with the color pink. And then here on this one, I just drew the shapes I saw. I didn't even think of it as a pig. You can see how it's just the outside contour line. We talked about contour lines and drawing that outside edge. So there's the contour line, and the same thing for his eyes. No detail. You don't see any eyeballs. You just see the outline for his eyes. Okay, so you getting the idea? And then here, look, I drew with paper. I just tore paper to make, again, the lines, the curve of the lines that I saw. So that's kind of a fun way to do it, collage. And then here I just used, I think that was paint, pink watercolor paint. And here I just kind of drew the main features of the pig, the eyes, the nose, the ears. You don't even see the outline of the pig. I kind of focused on just the dark spots of the pig and drew those shapes. And then here, I just drew what's called the silhouette, or just that contour line outside edge of the pig. So many different ways to draw the pig. And then you saw in my sketchbook, I kind of collaged in, maybe put some colored marker dots or just stuff like that, just to have fun. But that's your first challenge. So find a picture of something that's easy for you to draw and draw it using different materials: colored pencils, markers, a pencil, noodles, whatever, paper, and practice drawing it different ways and using different materials just for fun. Again, this is just fun. I'm just doing this in my sketchbook. You can just do it on a piece of scratch paper at home. And then the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is that next time we get together, I want you guys to be collecting boxes, like food boxes, cereal boxes, granola boxes, tissue boxes, things like that. Also, toilet paper rolls. We're going to use things like this next time. And we are going to talk about a very fun artist. His name is James Rizzi. And he paints, this is crazy, he paints buildings. And he puts crazy faces on these buildings. And we just might make a three-dimensional cityscape after James Rizzi. All right, so save those boxes, and we'll see you.